We lowered the rating on the United States government to AA+ from AAA. The rating was motivated by a number of factors. One was the political gridlock in Washington, which makes us think that it's going to be difficult for elected officials to put the fiscal profile of the U.S. government on a long-term sustainable path. And part of it was because of the fiscal path itself.
Steve Santani is live for us in Washington. So, Steve, how is the White House reacting?
Well, Heather, the White House Press Secretary Jay Carney put out a statement this morning that did not specifically mention the Standard & Poor's downgrade, but talked about the circumstances that led to the downgrade. Carney said in the statement, I'll quote part of it, the bipartisan commission, or compromise that is, that compromise on deficit reduction was an important step in the right direction, yet the path to getting there took too long and was at times too divisive. We must do better to make clear our nation's will, capacity, and commitment to work together to tackle our major fiscal and economic challenges. So that's the reaction of the White House. The president himself has had no statement so far.
Well, there's a flood of reaction, to say the very least, from Capitol Hill. What are we hearing so far?
Yeah, right. From Republicans, no shortage of criticism for the president and his administration. As you can imagine, Senator Jim DeMint is calling for the resignation of Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner, and the House Speaker John Boehner put out a statement saying, in part, this decision by Standard & Poor's is the latest consequence of the out-of-control spending that has taken place in Washington for decades. The spending binge has resulted in job-destroying economic uncertainty and now threatens to send destructive ripple effects across our credit markets. Democrats, meantime, looking ahead to that congressional committee that will have the job of recommending further debt reductions. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi said, quote, the American people are watching to see if the bipartisan joint committee will develop a plan to responsibly reduce the deficit in a balanced way while promoting economic growth and creating jobs. Democrats are calling for a comprehensive solution, one that includes revenues or taxes that Republicans so far, of course, have refused to accept. Heather.
And the back and forth begins. Thank you so much, Steve.